Hey, End Time Watchman. I'm going to do a video blog today. I've done several, and I hope that they'll download like they're supposed to. Get my papers here in order. Got some notes here. I want to show you a striking parallel of what the media come out and said, and they didn't even know. Prophetic parallel. Got an article here. Associated Press article from Saturday, January the 17th. Washington invoking hope in history. President-elect Barack Obama rolled into the capital city Saturday night pledging to help bring the nation, I quote, a new Declaration of Independence. And promising to rise the stern challenges of the times. He kicked off a 4-day inaugural celebration with a day-long rail trip retracting the path that Abraham Lincoln took in 1861. See, the propaganda is comparing him with Lincoln. He's retracing the steps of Lincoln. He's even he's stolen phrases and things of the past from people because he's a puppet. He's not real. But I have to be careful in what I say, if you understand what I mean, my friends. I'm just going to read the article. Now, if you're pissed off about the article, don't come looking at me. I'm just telling you what your propagandist news organizations are pledging and putting out as truth. The bull crap is peddled for truth. It says Obama began his day in Philadelphia where he said to the young nation that faced first true test as a fragile democracy. Okay? This person is a liar. It's not a democracy, it's a republic. That's lie number 2. Number 1 lie, let's go back. Let's slow down. Obama said that he would help bring the nation to a new Declaration of Independence. Propaganda. We don't need a new Declaration of Independence. We have one. We need to stick by it. But the propaganda lie from the New World Order puppet is a new Declaration of Independence. Let's just slow down and let me just lay this all out there. Believe what you want to believe? Sure, that's fine. I'm just telling you and dispelling the myths that is peddled for truth. You see? Now, began the day in Philadelphia where he said the young nation faced its first true test as a fragile democracy. Lie, republic. He ended in Washington was on test to wait after his inauguration on Tuesday. The president in waiting, I like that, drew on a grand heritage of American giants as he appealed not to our easy instincts, but to our better angels. Echo of Lincoln's first inaugural address. Okay, what he was truly saying there, the article says, not to our easy instincts, but to our better angels. Okay. Let me correct the person that misprinted this article. Let me correct the propaganda and put it out in truth. In other words, he was appealing to the New World Order demonic system to give him the strength and the power to finish destroying the American nation, to finish destroying the republic, not a democracy. He was appealing to the demonic powers of the New World Order and the Illuminati because he's the puppet of theirs and he draws his strength and his power from them. That's putting it straight, ain't it? Yes, sir, buddy. Excuse me. He took note of the enormous challenges that lie ahead and promised to act with fierce urgency. Oh, they're going to be fierce this year. You can believe that. The administration under Barack Hussein Obama, what he's put in office, they're going to be fierce. They're going to finish carrying out what Bush laid the steps. All Bush did was lay the foundation, put the steps in. Obama's going to build the house of cards that shall fall because we're alive and awake and we won't stand for it. Now, He took the note of the enormous challenge that lie ahead and promised to act with fierce urgency, a phrase often used by Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Fierce urgency. Look at the word fierce and look at the word urgency in the dictionary. Phrase used by Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Look, can I say something to you? Let me just be straight up with you. You know, I had a dream last night too, and this ain't no bull crap. You know, big deal. Martin Luther had a dream. So did I. But the dream I had was two things that Obama said, and I have to be real careful because I don't dream much. But when I do dream, and I get a gut feeling, and it comes to pass. Most people just dream because they eat the wrong tacos or too many beans. But I had a dream too, and I'm just as much human as anybody else, and I had a dream too. But we won't go there. That'll be another video. Riding a vintage rail car on his whistle-stop trip to Washington, Obama carried with him hopes of a nation weary of war, frightened economic chaos, searching for better days. Vice President-elect Joe Biden joined the journey en route, and by the way, on one of Biden's, if you go back and study it and look, on one of Biden's questions, when the guy stood there with his AR-15 and said, "Are you going to protect my baby?" I'll remind you of what Mr. Baldhead old Biden said. If that's his baby, he's got serious problems. Okay? In other words, Biden is anti-gun too. All the appointees that Obama's appointed is anti-gun and anti-freedom. But let's move on with the article. It says Joe Biden joined the journey en route from his home in Delaware and spoke many when he said he was excited and ready for Tuesday. Then, sobered by the challenges of governing, Biden added, "I think Wednesday we need to be ready." Obama was smiling and confident throughout the day across the miles. As there were so many damn guns that you couldn't even look around, they were watching over him. They had so many guns protecting him. Oh, that ain't in the thing. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying about the hypocrisy? That's why I made a little video. See, somehow or another that somebody's more important than somebody else. That the little old lady that draws a Social Security check, that she's not allowed to live and sleep at night in protection, because she has to worry about a thug coming in, because the Second Amendment has been deteriorated down to near about nothing by the thugs and the hypocrites. You see? Let's move on with the article. He noted the risk taken by men who declared America independent from Britain. Wilmington, he applauded the state that first ratified the Constitution. Hypocrite. Hypocrite. He applauded the state that first ratified the Constitution, but he could give a damn less about it, just like his predecessor Bush and Clinton and the other Bush and the senators and the congressmen. They don't give a rat's behind about it. They just. In other words, what he did say was truth. When he said just words, that's all it is. There's no truth behind it for him. You see. And in Baltimore, he held the troops of Fort McHenry, who beat back the British Navy and inspired the poem that became the Star-Spangled Banner. Wonder if in that day when it comes, will he hail the patriots and applaud them that held back the New World Order that's destroying this nation? I got to wonder if he'll applaud them. I'll give you an answer. Not no, but hell no, he won't. You see. Washington pulsed with anticipation of Obama's swearing in and as the nation's first black president. And I'll be back.